Hi guys. So we're going to go ahead and try to do some of our math practice as well. I'll do it kind of math for today style. We'll do 4 practice together and I will write them and then you'll practice it and we'll go over it. And then I'll give you 6 practice by yourself. Okay? Then the next day I'll go over 4 more and assign you 6 each day. So we'll go over 4 and then I'll assign 6. Okay? So math for today. For March 18th. Okay? So number 1, let's do 92 times 12. Number 2, 3 goes into 9,672. Number 3, let's do a fraction, 14 and 1/5 minus 12 and 3/5. And then number 4, let's do a PEMDAS. Okay, let's go ahead and do 14 minus 3 times 3. Okay, so at this point, I want you to pause the video, write down these equations, and then we will, and do them, solve 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I'll go over them together. Okay, so pause it, write down these equations, solve them, and then we'll go over them together. Okay, let's go ahead and go over number 1, 92 times 12. So we have 2 times 2 is 4, 2 times 9 is 18. Make sure that you're keeping them in line. So I'm keeping all my ones place in line, I'm keeping all my tens place in line, I'm keeping my hundreds place in line. So I'm done with my ones place, the 2, and I'm moving on to my tens place, so I need to add a placeholder. Okay, so I'm done with my ones place. I know it because I just marked it out. I'm working on my tens place, and I put a placeholder. 1 times 2, 2. 1 times 9, 9. So now I have 184 plus 920. 4 plus 0 is 4. 8 plus 2 is 10. Put the 0 down, carry the 1. 1 plus 1 plus 9 is 11. I put my 1 of my 11 in my hundreds place and the other one in my thousands place. So if you got 1,104, good job, you got it right. Let's go ahead and move over to our division problem. Now you could have used standard algorithm, or you can use long 7. I'm going to go ahead and show you the long 7. If you did it standard algorithm, that's okay. Whatever strategy that you like and that works for you, it's good by me. So let's go ahead and think about this. So if I'm going to use long 7, I need to make sure that I get a big chunk out of 9,672. So I know that I can use 3 times 3 equals 9, but I still have 3 places after that, place values after that. So I need to add 3 zeros, which would equal 3,000. So 3 times 3,000, let's move this over so it doesn't get in the way. 3 times 3,000 is going to equal 9,000. Okay, I'm going to subtract 9,000, keeping it all lined up. I have my organizational lines nice and organized to make sure that we're not getting ourselves confused. Okay, 2 minus 0, 2. 7 minus 0, 7. 6 minus 0, 6. And 9 minus 9 is 0. So now I'm looking at 3 goes into 672. Now I don't need to know the multiplication fact for that. I can figure it out with adding some zeros to some of our basic multiplication. So 3 times what equals 6? 3 times 2. So if 3 times 2 equals 6, if I add a couple of zeros for my ones place and my tens place, that will equal 600. So 600 72 minus 600. 2 minus 0 is 2. 7 minus 0 is 7. So now I'm looking at 3 going into 72. I'm going to try to get a big chunk out of it. The multiplication fact that I know is 3 times 2, because 3 times 3 would be 9, and that's too big to go into 7. So I have to go 3 times 2 and 1 0, because I have a ones place that needs to be filled, which will equal 60. So 72 minus 60. 2 minus 0 is 2. 7 minus 6 is 1. Perfect. So now I'm looking at 3 going into 12, and I know 3 times 4 equals 12. Subtract 12. We get double zeros, so that worked out really nicely. We have no remainders, but we're not done yet. We have to go back and add the factors, okay? If you can add the factors in your head, awesome. If you can't, then let's go ahead and do some side work. I'm going to do 3,000 plus 200 plus 20 plus 4. Keeping it all lined up to make sure that it's nice and organized. 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 4 is 4. 0 plus 0 plus 2, 2. 0 plus 2, 2. 3 plus nothing, 3. So I get 3,224. I'm going to write it from right to left in my boxes up here. 4, 2, 2, 3, with no remainder. If you got 3,224, you got it right. Yay. Okay, let's go ahead and move over to this fractions problem. I'm going to zoom in a little bit so you can see it more clearly. So I have 14 and 1/5 minus 12 and 3/5. My first question is, looking at my denominators, are they the same? Yep. Now I need to look at my numerators. I have 1 minus 3. I can't do that. If I had one cookie and my sister asked me for 3, I couldn't give her that. So I need to go ahead and borrow from my 14, making it a 13, and I'm going to add a whole number, and I get my whole number from my denominator. So my denominator is going to tell me the amount of wholes in my fraction. Okay, so I have 5 wholes, 5 pieces in my whole. 13 and 6/5. 1 plus 5 is 6. 5 and 5 stay the same. And don't forget about your whole number, okay? I'm going to go ahead and move over my equation so I can solve it more easily. Now I have enough. I have 6 minus 3 is 3. My denominator stays the same. My whole number 13 minus my whole number 12 is going to get 1. Now I have to ask myself, can I simplify 1 and 3/5? No. Is my fraction a proper fraction? Yes. So 1 and 3/5 is our final answer. Okay. Let's go ahead and look at the please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. So I have written my equation 14 minus 3 times 3. And then on the side, I wrote my PEMDAS so I can make sure that I don't skip a step. So let's go ahead and look at P. Do I have parentheses? No. Do I have an exponent? No. Do I have multiplication or division? Yes. Right there. 3 times 3 is 9. And then I need to bring down the rest of my equation. 14 minus 9. Let's move on to adding and subtracting. Yes. 14 minus 9, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 5. If you got 5, you are right. Okay, let's go ahead and go on to our 6 practice problems, okay? Our 6 practice problems. Number 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So in all you have to do today is 10 math problems. That is not too many. So number 5, 562 times 22. Number 6, 4 goes into 5,694. Number 7, 15 and 2/5 minus 12 and 4/5. Number 8, 1 and 3/5 compared to less than, greater than, or equal to 1 and 6/10. Okay, number 9, 963 times 56. And number 10, let's do some more comparing. 5, 6 compared to less than, greater than, or equal to 15/16. So this is one that you guys are going to have to do some side work because I can't do 15 times 6 in my head. And I can't do 16 times 5 in my head. So I'll need to put some side work down here. And remember, you guys can do the butterfly strategy for this one. Okay? All right, guys, so those are your 6 practice problems for today. We did 4 together. You're going to do 6 by yourself. And then I'll see you tomorrow, and we'll do 4 more together, and I'll give you 6 more practice problems. Good luck, and let me know if you have any questions, okay? Your parents have my email, and your parents have the Remind app that can help communicate with me, okay? Good luck. Have fun.